I don't want to return to Slither, bro. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Kid Zeal, and today we will be playing some Final Fantasy XIV. That's probably extremely loud and buzzing throughout the microphone. Oh, dear God. Okay, cool, I am live. So, today we will be doing the Melee DPS... DPS, Royal Quest. I really want to see the samurai's armor. I have not had just yet the opportunity to see it, as far as I can tell. So, and I haven't seen very many samurais of late either. At least not that are level 80. I also haven't been playing much either, so you know, there's that too. But yeah, I apologize. I haven't exactly been constant with my streams. I've been having more or less just problems at home. Just simple matters of what I'm going to be doing in the near future. I have a decision that I have to make, and it will holy shit, we're at 61 subscribers. It will greatly affect as to whether or not I'll be able to actually stream or not on the channel. I'll still try to put something up here for you guys, so I do hope that you will bear with me while we go through these otherwise troubling times. But with that being said, we have Lubrique here. He's going to be our DPS little dude who goes with us. As you can see, we're already level 80 on our samurai here. Level 80. Look at that right there. Yes, I did do the event. I didn't actually just stream it. I kinda got bored of waiting. Sorry. But yeah, so I made myself a pretty decent little costume, I think. Also, my character really looks like Sephiroth for some reason. Like, it just really kind of has that Sephiroth feel, and I'm loving it. Yes, I've changed from being a rabbit. So let's get into it. Fucking, I'm dragging this on for too long. No greater sport. Lubrique thinks you just might be the answer to his prayers. Oh, my neck. I also haven't done the Dark Knight story or class quest yet, so we can look forward to that one later. Wait, you wouldn't happen to be... Yes, of course you are. 'Tis plain from the way you carry yourself. You're just the sort of woman I've been looking for. You're perfect. My name is Lubrique, not Rurik. Lubrique, and I'm a bounty hunter. But not just any bounty hunter. I will have you know, nay, I am not wont to settle for run-of-the-mill prey. I hunt sin-eaters. Not only that, I have recently set my sights on a particular notable fiend, one of the 4 cardinal virtues, whose those infamous instigators of the flood itself. Naturally, it will take considerable strength and skill to defeat such a formidable eater, and I am not afraid to admit I cannot do it alone. However, with the aid of equally formidable allies, I am confident it can be done. And you, my friend, are exactly the sort of ally I mind to recruit. Walk away without a word. Feign interest. I'll walk away without a word. Oh wait! I have money! Lots and lots of money. You'll be rewarded for your service, on my honor. However, as much as I am certain you are the right woman for the job, 'tis only meet that I put your skills to the proof. A simple test should suffice. Pray do not be offended, but you will be shocked by how many people present themselves falsely in order to enrich themselves or to impress others. Not really. Alrighty, so he's going to be right outside the front gate in the lakes. Oh, I got the hiccups. So I believe one of those is the mage, the other one's the healer. So that's what we have left. I haven't actually even started leveling up my black mage. But I'm planning to do that this weekend, I hope. I'll try and get that done. I don't think anyone's gonna even hear this, but if you want to see me level it up and how much I struggle with just trying to get to level 80 on a single class, then you can let me know down below. I'll do my absolute best to try and stream that for you. Here we are, Lakeland. Having a bit of a brain fart here. I have tea going in the perk right now, so whether I have hot water going through the perk, I'm going to use that to make tea. Alrighty. So we can fly everywhere, and we have a speed boost everywhere as well. I'll show you. So if you ever want to figure out how far you're doing, like how well you're doing on getting buffs, you go with Shared Fate. If you're in this expansion specifically. And these will tell you how many fates you've done, and for each one of the areas. Now I'm level 2 in each one. You have to do 6 fates just to get up to level 2. Then you gotta do 60 fates to get up to level 3. As you can see, I haven't been doing many fates lately, if it wasn't already obvious. However, with my black mage, I'm probably going to finish off Lakeland. Ilmeg, and maybe the Rektika Greatwood, if I'm lucky. I'll be able to do those 3. And then with whatever class I'm going to use for healer, which is probably just going to be Scholar, I'm going to try and do Amarang and the Tempest. Because Clusia is going to be a spare one. That one I'm going to have to do last. I'm just going to have to grind it out. I'm either going to have to grind it out there, or I'm going to have to go to Lakeland. Because unfortunately, Lakeland, Amarang, and Clusia are pretty much all level 70 classes. Level 70 fates. There we go. But they have, aside from Lakeland, the ability to be above level 75. So it's a bit touchy. So I might do Amarang, Colusia if I'm lucky. I might push for Colusia, and then I will do the Tempest with my next class. But again, one thing at a time. I got a bunch of stuff that I have to try and plan, because that's a lot of fates. That's going to be a lot of fate grinding, and I usually don't get a party for it, so I have to do it all solo. And not many people are going to be doing fates anymore, because everyone who cares has already done it. And I want to do it out of curiosity, because I want to see what they have at the Yulmorian store. Because there's a crystal store in Yulmore. Look at the size of that giant iguana. Yeesh. He's inside of that. Is he inside of that giant iguana? No, he's over here. Here we are. Pulling up a brain fart. Alright, so we're going to finish this little bit here, and then I'm going to go and see about that hot water. Here we are, our proving grounds. You need only slay a beast or of suitable ferocity before my very eyes to demonstrate your own. Naturally, we require bait to lure one out of hiding. Oi, my lord! Got your package here. Well done, my good man. And here is your payment. Thank you, I guess. Oh, this? The bait in question. Easier to have it delivered than to take a detour and pick it up myself. Rather more efficient as well. Time is money. Now then, you need only place it at the open, or in the open, and slay whatever comes to claim it. I cannot imagine it will take long for something to come hither. Alright, so what are we going to be dealing with? I wonder. Put it over here. Is it going to be some of those white bastards, or the crate containing Aethrom? No, that's not that. That's this one. Iguana meat. Oh, okay. There's an iguana right over there. I literally could have gotten this myself. So what are we bringing here? Big bait? Or big badass? Or are we going to bring some actual, like, sin eaters? No, it's just a big dude. Alright. Alright, so I actually have yet to try this. 1, 2. Wow, this takes a long time. 3, 4, 5. Ooh, sexy. Ooh, that's a hit. Alright, sorry, I still have yet to actually use that ability. That was the first time I saw that. That was really cool. Seems like a real waste of time, though. I wonder how long, like, I wonder if there's actually a timer on that. Should have actually checked. Fantastic. I knew I was not wrong about you. Come, let us return to the Crystarium at once. Sounds like a plan. Look at all those warps. So that's the first quest done. Obviously it wasn't anything special. Just need to be done, right? Alrighty. Ethernet, we want to go to... where was it? Pendants? Pretty sure it's the pendants. I might be wrong. Oh, what do we got here? Hey there, Irene. Oh, she's at work. That's unfortunate. Well, hopefully work goes peacefully for you. The video will still be here for when you get back. Well, back home. I'm not going to be streaming for too long. I'm going to finish this. It shouldn't take me too long to do so. Congratulations on a kill we made. On a kill we made. There we go. My good woman. Dare say, this is the beginning of a beautiful partnership. It's no problem. It's kind of why I like to stream on YouTube. It lets me just put the video up without any hassle. Let us commemorate the occasion with a feast. Eat, drink, and be merry. Grunt, crunch, crunch, snort, slurp, grunt. What the fuck? Wonderful stuff, isn't it? My compliments to the chef. Oh, good God. Another helping? No? Are you sure? It really is no bother. Oh, very well. I should like to return to our earlier discussion. That of the virtue I have engaged you to hunt with me. Oh no, not the kitty! Andrea is her name, and she roams Novrant in the guise of Rita Ray, fallen warrior of light and renowned hunter of Eld. She is the most elusive eater who has been sighted in the very corner of the realm. Though her movements are unpredictable, she has often been witnessed pursuing and slaying extraordinarily dangerous beasts. I can well imagine the question forming in your head. Why not leave her be? If anything, is she not aiding local communities after a fashion? Alas, no, for the beasts she slays rise anew as eaters, which pose even greater threats to the small folk. So you see, this one wretched sin-eater is in truth sowing untold chaos by carrying on as she does, unleashing more of her kind on unsuspecting towns and villages all across Novrant. Only you and I can stop her. So she was a warrior of light. Didn't the warriors of light save the world? That one. Well, an odd thing to ask. But never mind all that. Whether or not they were heroes or villains, or whatever 100 years ago, doesn't matter to me. The simple truth is, Renda Ray was the greatest hunter who ever lived, and beating her at her own game would be an amazing feat, don't you think? And regardless of what the warriors of light were before they became sin-eaters, that's what they are now. So we'd be doing folks a favor by killing one. Well, what do you say, friend? Will you hunt Adrelia with me? With pleasure? I hope I live to regret this. So begins our formal partnership. Ah, I can see it now. You and me in the heat of battle, fighting side by side. The picture of courage and camaraderie. It's going to be grand. Naturally, it will take us some time to study and understand our prey. Eaters can behave in strange and unexpected ways, particularly powerful ones like Adrelia. Pretty sure it's Adrea. I don't know, I'll figure it out. I've been doing my best to get inside her head, to think like a hunter, but it is easier said than done. Anyway, as soon as I have determined where we ought to begin our search, I will inform you at once. Alright, so with that, I'm gonna go grab some tea real quick. I will be back. It should only take me a minute. Oh, is the reward lacking? My apologies. Next time, I will see that you receive rather more substantial compensation. Fucking hope so. Alright, so it'll be just a moment. I'm gonna grab me some tea. Actually, that paid pretty well. 1,234 gil? That's not too bad. Alrighty. Here we go. Quest number 2. Lurik seems rather surprised to see you standing before him. I didn't read the name. Wait, it's you. It's really you. You actually came. Expected otherwise. I mean, never mind. You're here to hunt Adrea. Okay, so it's Adrea with me, yes? Of course you are. Why else would you be here? And wouldn't you know it, one of my hirelings should be returning with new information any moment now. Greetings, my lord. I am pleased to report that Adrea was recently sighted in Amarang, in the vicinity of Samel's backbone, it would seem. Apparently, there was a right vicious spider that was giving folks trouble, and now that it's been turned into a dozen times worse. It's about a dozen, and now that it's been turned, it's about a dozen times worse. They'd be grateful for any assistance. I see. Well done, my friend. Your payment is promised. Why bother going out and getting about Why bother going out and about pestering the small folk for news when you can employ others to do it for you? The better to devote our precious time to rather more important matters, I say. And owing to my winning strategy, we may now depart for Amarang and the delightfully named Samel's backbone. For in pursuing the spider, we may yet find its maker. Fair enough assumption. Vengeance in defeat. Amarang. More soup. Samel's backbone, huh? Alright. Going. Oh, my nose is tickly. You know, I remember when they used to give us events that would give us mounts. I miss those events. Alright, what do we got here? This is certainly the place. I gather those bones once belonged to dear Samel, but I see no troublesome arachnid. It being a rather large desert, I had considered hiring a few trackers to hasten our search, but I have yet to spy a place where such individuals might congregate. Pity. Bah! Nothing for it, but to roll up our proverbial sleeves and do the dirty work ourselves. We shall split up and search the sands for this sin eater, spider. Whoever finds it first may have the honor of slaying it themselves. And should we not find it, well, after we both have searched for a suitable length of time, I say we meet back here and let the hunt begin. Alright. We want to go this way. Vroom. Either way, shouldn't be too much of a pain in the butt. Knowing my character's luck. I'm actually really curious as to where he's standing right now. Like, where he went. You survey the surrounding sands, but find no trace of the spider you seek. I haven't even started the raids. Or even done the other 2 dungeons or anything like that. I need to start moving forward with what I'm doing. Whether I stream it or not, I need to just do something. Oh, Lozen was on. Didn't even notice. Really? Is this all that you are? Like you and Folly? Jeez, the amount of you that I've killed is absurd. And that's that. It's a little bit, you know, it's just not very pleasant that that's all that was. I was expecting something a little bit more spectacular than just some petty little spider. Diorite, if you will. Oh well. Lemon and honey tea. Alright, what do we got? Let me guess, he's gonna run around with something a lot bigger. Oh. That's the thing. Ow. Ooh, a putty cat. Hey, it's Cororina. Coral Regina. Something like that. There she is, the Scourge of Novrant, the Devourer of Souls. Balam quits. Oh god. We bring this mark down, they'll be singing ballads about us till the end of time. Never mind the king's bounty. Hells, we could buy ourselves a couple of castles apiece. Flanking maneuver, as discussed. Wait for my signal and then we'll strike as one. Damn it, she's onto us. Don't panic. We planned for this. We'll act as decoys while Renda Ray brings her down. Go. Go. Wait, not yet. There's no need to rush this. Oh boy. Sod it, always so headstrong. The bugger me in my head, I can't. Oh, ouch. That's unpleasant. No. Come back here. Finish it, you bloody bastard. Finish me. Out. I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. I'll not let it end like this. I promise. I'll kill that goddamned beast if it's the last thing I do. Huh. Hey! What was that just now? I've had headaches before, but the way you were thrashing about wasn't like anything I've ever felt. Yeah, stuff, things, you know, the usual. Nothing to worry about. By the gods, and I thought we were lucky just to catch a glimpse of Adrea. But you're also telling me you were granted a vision of her past with this power of yours? Though... Two warriors killed while hunting a great horned beast. A beast their surviving companion vows to slay in revenge. I have heard this tale before, I know it. Bah. It is a common enough sort of tale, I suppose. And regardless, she is gone. Come, let us return to the castrum and celebrate your accomplishment. Crystarium. Castrum. Jesus. Wrong patch! I definitely need to do the expansions. I don't know if it's going to be... Or expansions. Oh my bloody freaking... I need to do the raid content, because I don't know if it actually circles around actually like the outside of this wall here. If it does, then I definitely need to go and do it, because yeah, stuff, reasons, things. Otherwise, I probably won't do anything towards that stuff until the next patch. Because again, I know nothing about what's been going on. I don't know the other 2 dungeons that are supposed to be available to me. I don't know. I only know that Eden is in the most recent raid, and I want Eden, and apparently he also does the thing. Oh, I like Eden. Eden was one of my favorite summons from Final Fantasy VIII. Just so goddamn cool. I have to fight that Glynard in some card games. Yawn. You have to beat him in some card games. I want his cards. The table is set, and so I bid you raise a glass with me, that together we might toast your spectacular accomplishment. I've done plenty of this, believe me. Oh god. There's really nothing quite like a healthy meal after a job well done. Drink up, my friend. Drink up. Had your fill? I have another few bottles ready and waiting to be opened. No? Well, very well, if you insist. But it occurs to me, my good woman, that I have yet to ask you your name. So quickly did we forget our friendship that... forge our friendship that I hardly noticed until now. Kid Zeal. Reeking Kid. Yes, rather like the sound of that. Reeking Kid. The daring duo, the brave bounty hunters, the scourge of sin-eaters. Once we have slain Adrea, not a soul in Novrent will not know our names. They shall ring out all across the realm. Ah, but I should dwell over... Oh my god. I should dwell over much on the victory before the struggle. A wise hunter is prepared and patient. 'Twould be prudent to send trouble, nay... Oh my god, would be prudent to send double, nay, triple the agents afield to seek out promising new leads. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're a gillionaire. You sure it's wise to spend your money so freely? Worried about the budget for our brave endeavor? Well, don't be. I am prepared to fund our activities as needed. No expense shall be spared. None whatsoever. 14, 16, eh? Honestly, though, I really wish that side quests paid a decent amount. Like, even main quests. I'd consider this to be more a main quest than a side quest, but still. This one's 74. There she is. Kid, come. To rejoin her bosom companion in the great hunt. Okay. It is well that you have, for I have obtained new information concerning a sighting of Drea in Colusia. The fiend has transformed yet another deadly mark, a great bear in this instance, into an even deadlier eater. And so it falls to Reek and Kid to slay the newborn eater, and continue their pursuit of Novrant's most notorious virtue, Colusia, and to glory. I wasn't actually paying attention when I was looking at the Core Regina, because I was actually, it was after the thought, because at this rate it seems to be that they're looking specifically for the gems that's inside of their, like inside of the targets that they're going for. With the tank, it was a gem that was given to him when he was in service of the Queen or something like that. Oh no, it was when the Queen died that he gained access to the gem. If you want the whole story, go and watch that stream. It's a little bit over an hour long, I believe. But yeah, I think it's more or less just the same thing here. She wants the gem, and to obviously have revenge for her fallen foes. This is a new song. I haven't heard this yet. Huh. I also really haven't been here while it was raining either. Or when it was night. What time is it in Erosia? Oh, 2:06. Where is he? Ah, there he is. Luvrik, what do you have to say? Let us brook no further delay and commence our search separately, as before, in Amar Rang. If you catch the eater first, I grant you leave to kill it. Without me. I trust you will not be disappointed if the reverse were to occur. Surely not, surely not. I myself will be most put out if I happen to lose to you a second time. And so on that note, may the best hunter win. I really do find it weird that it's just like, be a hunter. I'm a samurai. I don't run around with no damn bow. Yeah, this game seems to make me out to be something I'm not. I just want to be an adventurer, but they're making me be some kind of a superhero. You survey the surroundings, but find no trace of the bear you seek. Alrighty. Ah, here we are. Despite looking far and wide, you failed to find any trace of the bear you seek. Perhaps Luvrik was indeed the better hunter this day. Oh no, I have heard this before. I'm just a ditz and wasn't paying attention. Sorry, I tend to do like 3 things at once. Causes me to sometimes get distracted, but it's just hilarious. I got a feeling we're gonna get there. We're gonna see him running around like a chicken with his head cut off, and he was attacked by some doughheads. Oh boy, here we go. What have you got us into? Hate to say it, kid, but it seems we were late to the party. Lebrit and his mates slew the bear before we could. So it's true then. You've cast your lot in with this boy. You poor daft sot. But I don't understand. The eater was a newborn. How could you possibly have learned of it and gotten here before we did? Well, see, that's the problem with relying on hired help. They're loyal to your coin, not you. And you're not the only one willing to open this purse. Or his purse. But more importantly, Reek, what's this I hear about you hunting a Drea? With help, I mean, rather than all on your by your lonesome. I have a distinctive memory of you storming off in a huff saying you didn't need me or anyone else to finish the job. Tell me I'm wrong. Do as you like, help or no. You've no chance of beating me to the prize. Because unlike you, I'm not all talk, and neither are me mates. Speaking of mates, how much did it cost you to buy her? Friendship. Do tell. Piss off, Linbrid. Why are you still here? You got your mark, didn't you? You should choose your friends more carefully, sinner. When it all goes wrong, don't say I didn't warn you. You have questions, I am sure. As you may have surmised, Lambert was once a comrade of mine. I took him into my service that we might hone our skills battling Sin Eaters, in preparation for facing a Drea. However, I soon came to see that he was not all that capable of a hunter, and I dissolved our working relationship. Unfortunately, he did not take it in stride, and instead resolved to recruit new companions, that he might beat me at my own game. It would seem that his fortunes have improved greatly of late. So much so that I fear we can no longer afford to dedicate time to tracking lesser eaters and must devote our undivided attention to the pursuit of Drea. As such, we should be getting back to the Crystarium. But before we depart, I have one other matter to attend to in Yulmore. If I might trouble you to accompany me, but of course you will. Let us be off. That he even has open access to Yulmore is absurd. What is he? Did he just... He did. He actually just walked right in. Is it not going to let me... I was hoping that would just let me... Oh, god damn it. I was hoping that would let me do it that way, but apparently not. Oh, that I'm just a ditz. Ow. Oh, an S rank at the peaks. I wonder if everyone's managed to solo it yet. I don't think I can. I think I need more equipment. Have to start doing those actual expert roulettes, which I still have yet to unlock. If you actually look, like, there we go. I haven't even started doing them. Like, I have those two. If you look down at Mentor as you... There we go. I got the 2 there. If you look at the bottom, there's 4 there. Those 4 are going to be the raids. Like, yeah, I've been otherwise preoccupied. Haven't had the time to play. Yeah. Here we are. Let me guess, that's your mother and father. Kid, allow me to introduce you to my father and mother. Father, this is my traveling companion, dear friend, Kid. She and I have resolved to hunt a particularly deadly Sin Eater. Indeed, I cannot overstate how terribly dangerous this eater is. That to pursue it is to court death itself. However, when we at last triumph over the fiend, all of Norvrent shall sing our praises. Won't that be wonderful, Father? So long as you do not sully our good name, you are free to hunt whatever quarry you desire. I can do without all the petty details. Now then, how much do you require this time? Out with it. Oh, never mind. Just give the boy any coin purse, would you? Just give the boy my coin purse, would you? I am sure it will suffice for his travel pursuits. That's why you're here, is it not? Another handout? Don't play coy. You've never been good at it. You know, I honestly don't know why I came here. Keep your coin, Father. We're leaving, kid, right now. Yeah, it kind of went how I expected it would. I'm curious if I actually have seen that dance. The woman has more flair. Alright, Crystarium. Eighth right, eighth net, pendants. Alright, so it appears that he's starting to grow up. Character development! Though I'm not sure if that has more to do with who, because I was there, or because of all the things that I've seen, or whatever, but still. Forgive me, kid, but I would forego the wine on this occasion. Father's lackluster reception has put me in a rather dour spirits. As you may have gathered from our exchange, I am a free citizen of Yulmore. Owing to my parents' considerable wealth, I have enjoyed a relatively privileged upbringing. Privileged and unbearably boring, which is why I quit the city and resolved to become a bounty hunter. I am no fool, though. I am well aware of my fortunate circumstances, which is why I elected to conceal them from the people of the Crystarium. People don't want to jump to uncharitable conclusions. I feel as though you and I have established a rapport, though, and so I thought it best to bring you into my confidence. I pay you refrain from telling others. Now then, since Limbard has decided to turn this into a race, we have no choice but to oblige him and slay Adrea before he does. This calls for a veritable army of hired hands. Alas, in a fit of frustration, I refused Father's coin. Without additional resources, we have no choice but to conduct this search by ourselves. Moreover, I am rather embarrassed to admit that I can pay you only a token sum at this time, but I trust that will not deter you from joining me anon. I was never in this for the gil. Really? I mean, of course you weren't. Parasite thought. You know, it's funny because he just paid me an extra like 500. What did I get? 16? Yeah! He paid me over 500 more. 500 gil more. This next one is. Wow! It only gets better, doesn't it? Honestly, the experience is rather enjoyable. It's a couple million. Kid, my friend, thank the gods you're here. Ever since we parted ways, I've been exhausting myself, running all over the Crystarium, questioning anyone and everyone, hoping someone might have seen Adrea. But alas, only the Crystarium? So you haven't gone outside even for a bit. Well, of course. Surely this is the limit of what a man with meager financial resources can accomplish? I've done far more than you can imagine. But never mind all that. For it recently dawned on me that the vision you beheld of Renda Ray's past could hold the clues for which we have been desperately searching. When you first described it to me, I felt as though I had heard it before, and I had. My wet nurse had told me the exact same story when I was still a boy. Oh my bloody English. 'Twas a tale of a courageous hunter, who together with her comrades embarked on a quest to slay a notorious mark, a great horned beast. They came upon their quarry in a desert, and there attempted to lay it low. Alas, the beast had a singular strength, and the hunter a fatal weakness. And so, in the ensuing struggle, her comrades were killed, leaving her the sole survivor to swear vengeance. Would you not agree that your vision is a perfect match for this tale? More or less. Then there can be no doubt. Renda Ray is the celebrated hunter, the hero I so admired in my childhood. After that tragic day, the hunter resolved not only to rely upon others and instead slew the beast herself. Resolved not to rely upon others and instead slew the beast herself. She somehow found a way to compensate for her weakness. Anyway, my recollection of the tale is likely riddled with errors. We should ask Miss Alvaria. Okay. To recount it in full. She was a bounty hunter herself before she entered into our service, you know. Also, in light of all this, I should share with you an interesting theory concerning all the virtues I heard from a fellow hunter. Apparently, each appears to be driven by particular memories. Memories that forever changed each of these fallen heroes. Makes sense, doesn't it? Renda Ray being a hunter of notorious marks in life and in death. I don't know why it never occurred to me before. But if that is indeed the reason why she behaves as she does, then the more we learn about Renda Ray's adventures, the better our chances of predicting where she'll turn up. All the more reason to go and see my former wet nurse, Miss Olvara. Lives in Gate Town on Colusia. Let's be off then. Like actually in Colusia or just outside? Just outside. Alrighty. Oh. Put that down, hopefully without spilling anything. Use this one. Ooh, how fancy. Ooh. Alright. So we gotta go and talk to this person. Hopefully we got some fascinating details from this. Lurik. Okay, this is Miss Olvara, the wet nurse who raised me for practically the entirety of my childhood. She was bonded to my family and lived with us in the city at a time, but when I came of age, she was forced to leave. My, you've grown to be such a strapping young man, but I can't imagine you came to Gate Town just to pay me a visit, my little Reek. Not in front of her, if you please. But to answer your question, we did in fact come to see you. There were stories you told me as a child of a courageous hunter. Was that hunter perchance the warrior of light, Renda Ray? Of all the reasons you could have had. Aye, those stories were of Renda Ray, the greatest bounty hunter of her day, the legend so many aspired to become. Less so after the flood. It was still fresh in everyone's minds when I was younger, and for all the good that had done in life, none could deny the chaos they sowed in death as sin-eaters. But despite all that, me and my mates still looked up to her. We knew all her feats, and swore to preserve them, in secret if need be, that she might inspire future generations as she had ours. So years and years later, when you wanted to hear tales of adventure and heroism, I couldn't help but share with you the ones nearest and dearest to my heart. I only wish I hadn't had to change all the names. Then it's true. The hero who I looked up to as a child, whose tales of daring do drove me to take up the bow as you had, to pester you for training that I might become a bounty hunter. It was her. Miss Olivara, Kit and I are hunting Adrea, and we believe that one of the stories you shared with me may guide our search, namely the one about the great horned beast that killed her friends. Will you tell it to me again? Wicked White, is that? Oh, my little Reek. Very well. Even as a young hunter, Renda Ray's incredible hearing was unparalleled. She could track her quarry through a forest by the utmost minute sounds of their passing, from malms away, even by some accounts. Even the most suitable of stealthy beasts never eluded her for long. A misplaced foot, a snapped branch. Eventually, Renda Ray would know, and her aim was always good and true. As she grew older and honed her skills further, she set her eyes on bigger prizes. She became a hunter of notorious marks, and together with her comrades earned fame and fortune. As their reputation swelled, so too did their egos. Only the most dangerous game would suffice, and so they resolved to hunt the Scourge of Novrent, the Devourer of Souls, Balamquits. But what Renda Ray did not realize was that her greatest strength would prove to be her undoing. For when she faced Balamquits, the beast roared with such force that it brought her to her knees. Helpless, she could only watch as it claimed the lives of her beloved comrades and fled. After burying the hunters and vowing that she would one day avenge them, she took to the road once more. She met Ardbert and his fellow warriors of light, and for a time she accompanied the fledgling heroes on their adventure. To them, she was a breath of fresh air, a vibrant young woman who savored every moment and found joy in the simple pleasures. They knew not of her fallen friends, or how their deaths weighed heavy upon her still. The party wandered the realm, performing great deeds and growing ever stronger, as did Renda Ray. When in Colusia, she even devised a means to defend against the powerful roar that had been her downfall that fateful day. And then, when engaged in adventure in Raktika, a rumor reached Renda Ray's ears. Balamquit, Scourge of Novrent, Devourer of Souls, had been spotted, wandering in cheetah swamps. 'Twas a golden opportunity, but to seize it would be to face the beast alone. She could not wait for Ardbert and the others, nor could she ask that they forsake their sworn duty. But perhaps it was just as well, for the memory of her defeat still haunted her. The courageous hunter had allowed a single fear to take root in her heart, the fear of losing her new companions, as she had her old. So it was that Renda Ray ventured forth in secret, resolved to slay her hated foe, Balamquits, alone. And with all her strength and guile, the legendary hunter did just that. Vengeance claimed, she rejoined Ardbert and the others, and never spoke of the terrible battle. Twixt her and the dread beast, from that day forward, she was Renda Ray, the warrior of light, and the deeds of her and her comrades would be celebrated forevermore. It's strange to think that the woman I admired when I was so young would become the sin-eater I swore to slay. What she became doesn't change who she was. Even if the tales were a bit embellished over the years, they were rooted in truth. She was and will always be a hero to me, and And to you, I hope. Thank you, Miss Olvara, for everything. I promise I will visit you again soon. So, kid, remember that theory? I told you before that the virtues being driven by powerful memories. If Adrea is reenacting the journey leading up to her confrontation with Bland Quits, the one that took her from Amarang to Colusia, then her next destination must be Nortika Greatwood, wasn't it? The Kingdom of Rainbows, Omeg. Right. That was where she laid low the beast at last. In the Cheetah Swamps, to be precise. And so, that is where we shall go. Let us away. Now listen, Reek. There's an awful lot people don't know about Renderay. Or the world, for that matter. So wherever you go and whatever you see, remember not to take it at face value. Don't just accept that what others tell you as good and true. Listen to your heart and decide for yourself, and be safe. Kid, was it? It is such a pleasure to meet a friend of Reek's. His parents never hesitated to provide him with all the wealth and opportunities they could. When it came to love and support, well, all I can say is that it is a miracle the boy turned out as well as he did. One can never have too many friends or too much support. That goes for you as well, I should think. Alright, to the Raktika. Slither. Because I doubt that he's going to be heading directly towards the rabbits. Those voles, if I remember they were called in this world. The Viera. Ah, there he is. Perfect. Alrighty. Get around this right here. Right, I never did actually see. Wow, that's a lot of... Oh boy. Up, 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 up. Sorry, I ended up asking someone something earlier, like a while ago. Not exactly. I took a break before Stormblood and then came back for a very little bit. A month before Shadowbringers. Huh. Here we are, Lurik. The tea's kind of giving me a headache. When I was little, Miss Olvara seemed so much bigger and stronger than me. Though, to be perfectly honest, the way she carries herself even now bespeaks of the confidence I cannot help but envy. But never mind that. We have a virtue to hunt. Let us commence our search at once, and keep your weapons at the ready, my friend. Alrighty. Though level 76 is a little bit early. I feel like we're gonna find a beast that she's turned again. About time our luck took a turn for the better. There she is. What now? You gotta be kidding me. I wish you were all here with me, but I know it's better that you're not. We have a score to settle, you bloody bastard, and this time, I'm ready for your tricks. Oh, you're gonna make me do the battle with her. That's cool, I guess. They made me do the same thing with the other character. Oh, big stretch. Alrighty. Role playing. Alright, so we got Dulling Arrow. Oh, I see. Pelagic. Radiant. What does that do? Oh, it's that one. I got our regular. Focus. Oh. Alright. It worked. I've got you now, you bastard. Roaring thunder. Oh shit! Fuck! Gotcha. Without your roar, you're nothing. Alternating current, huh? I still get the feeling that the other guys are gonna show up. If only I'd been this strong back then, and they'd still be alive. Oh shit. Covered, huh? Well, Wolf just had to do it on our own terms. Oh, fuck. It looks like it seems to have either a buff. Yeah, I think that's the whole blue thing there going on. Ow! Or again, huh? The hell's you will. Oh shit! Oh shit! Good? Now for the love of all things unholy. Get over there. Whew! Still not out of energy, huh? Man, just look at you go. This is an ability that I wish that we had in game. That'd be pretty cool. Oh wow, 32, that's one hell of a hit. Tough old bugger. Everyone alright? Ardbert, I don't know what to say. Thank you, everyone, and I'm sorry for trying to go it alone. Why, pray tell, did you even try to do something so foolish? If you'd been here from the start, it wouldn't have been anything even approaching a challenge. Back in the day, I was a bounty hunter. I've told you that much, but I haven't told you about my old partners. There we go. Jeez. That's what I get for having one eye closed. Together, we tracked and claimed countless notorious marks throughout Novrat. We were the best in the business. Everyone knew our names and our reputation. They called us legends, and somewhere along the line, we started to believe it too. And when we set our sights on Blam Quits, I survived. They didn't. I swore vengeance, but had no idea how to go about it. Go about pursuing it. And then I met you lot, and thought that maybe with your help, I might just have a fighting chance. So you see, I never intended to keep it all a secret. It's just, you never asked, and since I'd rather not talk about it. Easier to live in the moment, you know? The next town, the next job. The weeks flew by, and after a time, I started having second thoughts. I'd lost those closest to me before. I didn't want to live through that pain. Through that again. Are we? Or are we not comrades through thick and thin? These bonds of fellowship between us must come before all else, otherwise they may as well not exist. You say the thought of losing us pained you? What of our feelings? What of our loss? What if we had not arrived when we did? You've saved our lives more times than I can count. How dare you refuse to let us do the same? And without those keen ears of yours, I'll never know what bullocks Brandon and Neilbert are whispering about me behind my back. Ignorance is not bliss, let me tell you. This one's worth a fortune, aye? And fame besides. I'll wager we won't have to pay for our drinks when we get back into town. Oh god, it's not another night to remember. Don't you worry your petty head over our fearless leader's questionable constitution. Take pride in the victory, for the small folk will sleep easy once they hear of Blamquit's demise, until Arbert's drunken snoring wakes them from their slumber. And on that note, I think at a time we quit this place and run to Ray, I trust that the next time you decide to hunt deadly game, you'll do us the courtesy of extending us an invitation. And there I thought I was doing you a favor by keeping you out of my personal affairs, selfish as it was. Oh, fine. But if you go and die on me, I'll pay a necromancer to raise you from the dead, so I can kill you out of spite. Agreed. Now then, mind cutting off whatever it is you need to take back as proof of the kill. I don't want I don't want to lose our reward on a technicality. Such a fine crystal. Why not hold on to it as a memento of this occasion? Go figure. Wake up, damn you. Hello? What's wrong with you, huh? That's the second time your so-called gift has cost us a chance at slaying Andrea. You stubborn little shit. Enough, I say. Yes, I don't need your help. I'm perfectly capable of hunting the cedar on my own. Upon our returning to Gate Town, you will be given your final payment, and we will be free to go our separate ways. That's right, I believe. Ugh. Got a minor headache. Nothing so serious that I can't finish this, though. Couple more quests. Couple more. At which time I'll have to take my dog out. Here we are. I'll say I don't know why I ever placed my faith in you. You are such a disappointment. Consider this a formal dissolution of our partnership. Let none again ever speak of the names Reeking Kid in the same breath. Yes, never again. With that, I bid you good day. When he was little, Reek's parents punished him for a time by withholding his allowance. Without money to lavish on his friends, he soon found that many were only drawn to him by his wealth. I dare say he feared you would abandon him as they did, and decided to push you away first. I'm not trying to make excuses for what he said. I only hope that you can find it in your heart to forgive him. Take some time to think it over, and then come and see me. Oh, and take this for your troubles. What the hell is that? Is that all narrow? Oh boy. I am sure a talented woman like yourself is needed all over the realm, and so I thank you for sparing a moment to hear me out. Since you two parted ways, Reek has come to visit me several times. Though he is blessedly in good health, I worry for his spirits. I think you may have been the only friend he has had for some time. I considered journeying to the Crystarium myself to look in on him, but I find travel rather difficult these days. If you would go in my stead, it would put my heart at ease. Pretentious little snot he is. Alright. Let's see how he's doing. Here we are. Ethernet. Pendants? Should still be here. Do. Sirig. Where is he? Ah, here we are. Lubric's customary seat is empty, and there is nothing to suggest that he has occupied it recently. Perhaps someone will have noted his passing. Mate Hatch? This guy? Look for Master Reek, are we? I dare say you're the only one. Word is Mummy and Daddy cut him off, and there's no point in pretending to like the little shite anymore. Last I saw him, he was moping around like someone had shot his armor. I'm sure he'll turn up eventually. Fuck's sakes. Calusia, right? You're Lurik's partner. I was with Limbrid, remember? I ought to stress, cause after we left you, we headed straight to Rectica. We'd heard a rumor Adrea was there, and Limbrid wanted to strike while the iron was hot. By the time we realized we were outmatched, it was too late. I saw Limbrid fall, and when the Eater set her sights on the others, I fled. Call me a coward if you like, but my cowardice saved my life. Wicked white, I still remember looking back as I ran and seeing Limbrid rise to his feet. I told everyone what had happened, to warn them off the hunt. Some listened, but few bloody fools took up their weapons and joined the hunt. Glory-hungry imbeciles. Not a one of them has returned. Didn't expect Reek to be one of them, neither. I remember thinking it odd, especially when I saw him leave for Rectica alone. You're meeting him there, I presume. Good luck, friend. But have no doubt that you're going to your doom. Fucking. God damn it. Lurik? The Mistral Lordling. If he ain't at his usual table, then I have no idea where else to look. God damn it. Go figure that he'd go to Rectica after hearing that his old traveling companion has been turned. Alright. Wish I had some coffee instead of this tea, because yeah, it's giving me one hell of a headache. I actually have the same thing with English breakfast. One of those like instant coffees that you put in a Keurig just gives me one hell of a really nasty headache. Seems like this stuff's doing the same thing. Why are you here? Don't tell me you came for me. It's terrible. It's horrible. Adrea. She's... Brenda Ray. If aught of you remains, then hearken to my words. I have come to lay your soul to rest, alone as you yourself faced Blomquits a century ago on this very ground. Lambert! Oh, gods, no. Don't tell me you beheld the vision of my past just now, didn't you? Yeah, saw everything. Aye, I thought as much. Wasn't but a moment ago that I confronted them. Awfully useful, that trick of yours, though. I can't understand why you kept using it every time we ran into Adrelia. I can't control it when it happens. Huh? So it wasn't something you did deliberately. Good to know. Anyway, unintentional or not, at least I won't have to convince you of what I saw. She turned Lambert and those other hunters into sin eaters like herself. There we go. Yeah, fuck. Said it right the first time. A Hume axeman, a Gajant swordsman, a dwarven healer, an elven mage. Looked awfully familiar, didn't it? She's rebuilding her fellowship. She's remaking the Warriors of Light. But for the life of me, I can't understand why. I mean, I understand why she came here in the first place. She's reliving the hunt of Blamquits. But Brenda Ray slew the beast by herself. The stories were clear about that. She didn't. What? They were there too? Then the stories were wrong? God struck me down. I've been such a fool. Why did I ever think I could do this alone? I hope you can find in your heart to forgive me for all the things I said. I have regretted my behavior ever since that day we parted ways. It was stupid and nonsensical and utterly pointless. I'm not sure I could even tell you why I did what I did. Thank you, my friend. I hope it's alright if I call you that. Right then. Adrea should be around here somewhere, still on the hunt for Blamquits. I expect not that she'll ever find it. No doubt, Lambert and the others are still with her too. He and I may have had our differences, but I'd not wish that fate on my worst enemy. He deserves to be laid to rest. They all do. Brenda Ray most of all. She is my hero. If I have to kill her to save her soul, then so be it. But this is too much even for the best hunter to handle alone. And I am far from the best. The only way to see this through is together. You and me, my friend. What do you say? Let's get her done. Ask for a word, and you give me a nod. Fair enough. Before we resume the hunt in earnest, though, let us return to Gate Town. Let Miss Olvaria know all is well. After all, you wouldn't have come unless she sent you. That's true. Truth be told, I didn't expect this to take as long as it is. Colusia, right. Still, I think we have one more quest. I still feel slow. Despite having the speed boost. Yeah, let's see here. Not speed. Yeah, see? I have them all, it's just still feels slow. Okay. Kid, what a pleasure just to see you again, and in the company of Reek, no less. Am I right to assume you've patched things up? I should like to think so, yes. And it is all thanks to you. Had you not implored her to give me another chance, I might still be sitting alone in the swamps, dwelling on my myriad failings. And you, my friend, I know not why you sought her out on your own, but I am glad you did. Miss Olivara is perhaps the only person who truly cares for my well-being. But she has one to look after her. But she has no one to look after her. Don't be silly, Reek. I have you, don't I? And before you start blabbering about how you wish you could properly reward Kid, as I can tell you're about to, know that I've prepared a hearty meal just for her. Oh, that's very thoughtful of you. Nevertheless, I shall see you both duly compensated once we have claimed the bounty for Adrea. And claim it we shall, for United Reek and Kid are unstoppable, is what I would like to say, but I know my own limitations better than anyone. It would be prudent to make proper preparations for this juncture. You two should see to it that you are ready for the struggle ahead. It would be a mighty one indeed. Well worth the effort, my friend. But one well worth the effort. Alrighty. Courage born of fear. Kid, my friend, my partner. I trust you are ready. Good, good. That is very good indeed. For before we depart to face Adrea, for what I praise the final time, I have a confession to make. I may have been somewhat misleading when I imitated tremendousness of my martial prowess. In truth, it rather pales in comparison to yours. Uh-huh. I gather you were not unaware of this. Truly, you are as perceptive as you are mighty. In my defense, I must say that when I realized that an exceedingly powerful warrior you are, I was dumbstruck. I struggled to conceive of how even to broach the subject. Furthermore, I must admit that great majority, nay, all of our efforts to hone our skills in preparation for the battle to come have been entirely for my benefit, that the disparity between us might not be so readily apparent. To think that my insecurity drove me to postpone this fateful day for so long. In my cowardice, I allowed Adrea to assemble a party of followers. Where before we might have only had contended with the one foe, we must now confront 5. And for all our preparation, I am still no more likely to be an asset to you than a hindrance. But perhaps that need not be the cause. In discerning this grim reality with Miss Olvara, while you were away, we hit upon a potential stratagem. Recall you render Wraith's greatest strength and weakness, her paternal hearing. We can be reasonably certain that Adrea is possessed of it as well. Therefore, if you were to fashion a device that could produce a loud noise at will, you could use it to secure an advantage in your battle. What I lack in strength of arms, I make up for with guile. Well, while it will not guarantee us victory, it will surely bring us one step closer. It will surely bring us one step closer. 1,000 pardons, Master Reek, but I am come to deliver a message from your Lord Father. Daddy, what does he want from me now? It has come to your Lord Father's attention that you have acquitted yourself rather poorly as a bounty hunter, and have brought terrible shame upon your family. He commands you to cease all such activities at once and return to the city forthwith. Should you fail to do so, you will be stripped of your citizenship and family name. No further financial assistance will be provided. Oh dear. You may tell my father and my mother the following, that I am Lou Reek, proud bounty hunter, slayer of sin-eaters, and I have no intention of renouncing this cause, and that they are free to do as they deem fit. Tell them that if they have no son, then I have no parents, that I have no family save Miss Ovara, who has shown me more love than they ever have. Very good, Master Reek. I shall deliver your reply to them at once. Right. Now that that's settled, we can get to work crafting a giant noisemaker of ours. Let's consult with the craftsman at the Crystalline Mine at once. I dare say you lit a fire in him, kid. I never thought I'd see the day when he'd muster the courage to say anything like that to his parents. Alrighty, so we gotta go start and get ourselves a giant freaking horn, more or less, and just turn it on whenever she wants to be a bitch. Gotcha. Someone wants to meet me on Plenty of Fish. Ooh, fancy. Maybe I'll at least be able to strike up a conversation. If we're lucky. I suppose I'll have to see about that, won't I? Alright, so we need to go to the Crystalline Mine. There it is. Alrighty, let's see if he managed to get anything acquitted. Or rather, just anything in general. What's this then? You got something that needs making? Indeed I do, good sir. I wish to commission the production of a device that can generate a tremendously loud sound. It must be small and light enough to be carried by a single individual as well. Ain't that one of the stranger requests I've heard? Well, if it's just noise you want, then I'd wager we could make do with a special blend of fire sand. Aye, I think I've got just the recipe for your needs. I'll need some choice ingredients, mind, and you'll need to go and fetch them for me. Fetch? What exactly is it that you require? Well, there's this one particular beastie native to Colusia that's got a singular diet and it leaves these massive dung piles. The fresher the better. If it please, a few varieties of grasses native to Raktika. Oh, and some iron ore from Amarang. I can give you a list if you like. To it, I will need to travel to the far corners of Novrant and back. Oh dear, this is rather more involved than I... No more excuses. I will do whatever must needs be done to see this through to the end. My friend, I will not impose these tasks upon you. I insist that you remain here while I go and fetch the required materials. Ugh. Alright, where do I gotta wait for him to return? Nope. 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 Huh. Okay. There it is. Yeah, they actually added a teleport crystal here. I think it might actually be this one. Like this specific one. There might be a different one, but I can't remember. So we need to go to pendants. Alrighty. Either way, this one's a little bit more on the fascinating side. I'm not overly fond of the character himself. Like Reek, I'm not a huge fan of Reek as a character, but again, there's the whole character development, and I'm really enjoying that. I think that's turning out pretty well. The story behind the Warriors of Light turned Sin Eaters is fantastic. It was a series of surprisingly harrowing experiences, but in the end, I managed to obtain the materials necessary for the construction of my secret weapon. That gentleman was rather accommodating, despite being somewhat put out that I had not any guild to pay him for his labor. He was nevertheless willing to teach me how to craft the arrows myself. He said he had found my industriousness endearing. I must confess, despite being utterly exhausted by all the busy work, it has been somewhat refreshing. And now that my noisemaker arrows are ready, I cannot wait to put them to the proof. If all goes to plan, the explosion should be loud enough to incapacitate Adrea for a time. Let's put an end to her tale, my friend, and in so doing, rate the openings of ours, that of Reeking Kid, Bounty Hunters Extraordinaire. Come, Ratika, and glory await. Yeah, alright. To the Raktika Greatwood. Slither, bro. I know it's been much of a repeat going to and from the same places, but we're not here for the sights. We're here for the story. This is the right, yeah, this is the right one. Still though, it's fascinating to see that it was a Coral Regina type creature that gave this specific character her crystal. I suspect that her story is probably one of, if not the most unique among them. But I suppose that we'll just have to see, because I bet the Black Mage is more along the lines of something like a traitorous mage, and the healer. God, I don't even know what to expect from the healer. Yeah, it was probably just like a mistake of their past that they wish to fix. Something similar like this. If I may make one small request before we begin, please, for the love of the gods, please try not to succumb to any visions of people's past. This really could not be a worse time. I'll do my best. Hey there, you bastards. Well, are you still with me in the here and now? Excellent. Then we can attend to the task at hand without worry. Let us lay the rest of our fellow hunters and grant Brenda Ray the peace a hero deserves. Oh, that's weird. She's using a Rogadin as a paladin when he should be a warrior. Close. Alrighty. I'll distract Drea with Noisemaker Arrow. Seize the opening and strike. Healer. So I have to figure out Immaculate Healer, huh? Come on. There we go. Well, at least it's not complete though, head. Ah, I see. Oh. So you're gonna be a problem, are you? Whoa! My good sir, I dare say that you are actually kind of a threat. Come now. Cyclone. What did I just get hit by? Oh, here we go. Whoa! Sloppy! Oh boy, you're just a carbon copy of him, aren't you? Come on now. Certainly do have a hell of a lot of potions, don't you, bud? I'm glad that you can use them, because I certainly can't. Your farce is over. Come now, you can do better than that. I didn't make it. Oh, yes I did. Ooh, what a pain in the ass she is. There we go. Quite the acrobatic fight there. We won. Even seeing it and saying it, it hardly feels real. Crystal's really fucked up, isn't it? What is it that you got there? Oh shit! Wicked White, you're Renda Ray, the real Renda Ray. I should have never betrayed your trust. Never again. I swore never again. Balaam quits, the Shadow Keeper. The Flood. Come what may, we would face it together, no matter how hard it got, or how terrified I was. That's what it means to let someone into your heart, knowing full well that nothing lasts forever, to welcome the fear and the pain, the sorrow when I lost my memories. When we laid the Keeper low, you felt it too, didn't you? To place our faith in a desperate, hopeless attempt to save everyone and to see it amount to naught in the end. What else could we do but offer up that tiny remainder of a final futile effort, ever knowing deep down it was worth but a few moments more? What is this? You gave me fear, and that gave me strength. Wait, there's so much I want to ask. I don't understand. What was she talking about? It's just a recollection of the past. That's not right. It's not fair. Heroes sacrificing themselves for nothing and becoming villains being forgotten. Thank you, kid. I could have never gotten this far without your help. I had no idea who Renda Ray or any of the other Warriors of Light truly were. 'Twas all ancient history to me. Why would I care who some eaters once were? I was no better than my parents, judging them out of hand, dismissing their sacrifice, not bothering to look deeper. I made it all the easier to pursue Andrea for my own amusement. I pray I've made up for it in part by helping to lay Renda Ray's soul to rest. Miss Olvara is probably worried sick about us both. We should return to Colucia and let her know we're all right. That's a fair statement. Alright, to Colucia then. To right. Man, I'm gonna have to log out of the game and then exit the game today, because I gotta save my settings. Because in all honesty, I can do some stuff while I'm at work, so... Assuming nothing gets in the way, anyways. My little kid, congratulations on the job well done. And from one hunter to another, thank you for helping Renda Ray to achieve a measure of peace. She was a hero to me too, and it broke my heart to know what had become of her. To have your legacy tarnished so, to have the world call you villain, even still, but at least I can take comfort knowing that she can finally enjoy a long rest. Whatever others may say, we will preserve the truth in story and song. Renda Ray, the bravest hunter there ever was, and more importantly, a true friend to those she held dear. I can only hope to measure up to her example someday. For now, however, I say we return to the Crystarium and raise a glass in celebration. I can agree with that. No truer comment was ever made. We're almost there, guys. Almost there. Oh, fuck off. Pendants. Probably gonna have a bit of a cutscene here, and then we're gonna get to go and see the fanciest of all of our armors. Ooh, I have no idea what to expect. Andrea's bounty has been paid to us in full. So come, let's eat, drink, and be merry. I've been meaning to ask it, but I have the impression you are rather more acquainted with these warriors of light than you've been letting on. What exactly do you know about them? That's so preposterous a tale that I have no choice but to assume it's true. Offering up their lives to first cross the rift, then to halt the flood wicked white. It must have taken her so much courage just to see it through in those final moments. Courage born not of a desire for glory or dedication to an ideal, but of fear and love for those whom she had forged unshakable bonds, her comrades. I won't pretend that we have anything even approaching such a powerful connection, but I would like to think that if you were in mortal peril, that I would fly to your side without hesitation. Having said that, if I were tested as If I were tested as Renda Rayware, if I were challenged to offer up my life for others without even knowing it would amount to aught, I doubt I could rise to the occasion. I am a child and a fool who knows little of the world. I have been coddled and spoiled, and have only just tasted the bitter fruits of life. But you and countless others sup on daily. That you and countless others sup on daily. You are made of sterner stuff, kid, far sterner than me, and that is why I know I can never walk your path. Do you wish you could? How could I not? I cannot recall a time I have felt happier and more alive than when I have traveled with you. But you have countless other journeys ahead of you, don't you? For you are destined for greater challenges, whereas I am suited to rather more pedestrian affairs. Know your limits, Miss Olvaria used to say. Meeting her again after all these years, seeing how much older and more frail she'd become, made me realize how little time together we have left. She shouldn't have to live out her days living alone in a squalor. I have decided it will not be so. I shall return to Colusia and attend to her needs, for I would do my utmost to repay the love and kindness that made me the man I am today. Therefore, though it pains me to say it, I fear this celebration must also mark the end, or at the very least a tentative suspension, of the glorious partnership that was Reek and Kid, bounty hunters extraordinaire. Should you ever find yourself in Colusia, however, do come and pay us a visit. Speaker for the Brave. See if that gave us a title. Probably didn't, but it's always worth checking. Do 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 do. No. All right. The easiest way to check is by doing this. Nothing, huh? That kind of sucks. Actually, that didn't even give me a title. Probably because I still need to do the class quest. Alright, so with that, we can now go to Ondo Cups. Head southeast from here. And then check out the glorious armor. Ooh. I'm actually kind of ecstatic because I don't know what this armor looks like. I think I probably did look at it and I just didn't realize what it was. You know what? Just go straight up. We'll get out this way. Alrighty. So we need to go down to the workbench. Talk to the Geralt-looking son of a bitch. Huh. Knock, knock. Journey's End tank, Journey's End gear, physical DPS. What am I just... Yes. 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 Bam! Oh, that... Oh my, that is... absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. Oh, wow. Ah, man. The sword, it's not great. I've seen far, far worse, like substantially worse. it kind of just reminds me of a sword that I've just seen a lot of, which is why I'm just kind of like, eh. There are some tell differences, and it still looks absolutely phenomenal. This sword looks great. It really does. I love the guard, although I also really hate it at the same time because it's just not very functional. But the armor is amazing. Oh, it can't. At least not yet. The shoes? Oh, fuck. Legs. It is a fantastic mix of what I would consider to be medium to light armor and just samurai aesthetics. That is just fantastic. It looks amazing. Oh, that is so silly. Like, it still fits the samurai aesthetic, but that is still just, that's silly. Oh man, that is so damn sexy. I'm really looking forward to seeing the black mages now. Like, I bet the black mage looks absolutely amazing. So, with that, I do hope you guys enjoyed this little adventure that we went on for the samurai. Tomorrow I'm gonna see. Hopefully tonight I'll be able to get my head on straight. I'll be able to look up a couple things and figure out roughly how long the content takes for the actual classes, like the class quests, and if I can manage to get enough time, I would like to do either Dark Knight or Samurai tomorrow. I'll probably do Dark Knight because it's long since overdue. So with that, I do hope you guys did enjoy what we did today. If you did, please do feel free to hit that like button because apparently it helps get the video around more. More people get to see it, all that. And subscribe if you want to see more, because I'm not shy when it comes to playing Final Fantasy. If you want to see anything else, please do feel free to put it down in the comments below. I would love to be able to play other games for you guys. I'd still like to go back and play some more Overwatch. I might actually consider doing that. I might continue my Dragon Quest XI series that I was making if I can find the time for that, because all it takes is an hour a day. But RPGs aren't games that people really like to watch. So as I said, subscribe, hit the bell icon if you want to see more, and keep yourself notified. Leave a comment down below for any kinds of games. Don't give me titles if you want, but you don't have to. Give me a genre that you'd like to see. So I will see you guys in the next one, or whenever I may. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you later.